like a good outfielder, but he has played the outfield and right field against us anyway without any problems whatsoever. There's a late swing. Count 2-1. That's the best swing he had off Rodon's fastball on 2-1.
Yeah, well, wasn't a good swing, as he said. But, yeah, he was a good player in Oakland, real good player. Went on to the Dodgers for a playoff run briefly, and then here to these Astros.
2 balls, 1 strike in the 2-1. A swing and a pop-up out of play to the left. These are fastballs on fastball counts, and he's not catching up to Rodon's heater.
Well, you and I discussed it, that as long as he's 93 and above, he's not as easy to catch up to. But when he really is almost unhittable with the fastball is 94 to 97, then good luck.
Even count of 2-2. That's the buzzsaw, but in. Now it's a full count of 3-2.
That last fastball on the Xfinity Speed Gun. Xfinity delivers the fastest internet, the best in-home Wi-Fi experience. Call, click, or visit an Xfinity store today. That was 95 miles an hour in.
This is going to be the 20th pitch for Carlos Rodon. Make it a good one, Carlos. In the 3-2. Strike 3 called. There's a slider. Locked him up at home plate.
Well, he's got the good fastball, he's got the slider, and that's when an opponent has problems with Carlos Rodon.
When you have that slider and you've missed with a 2-2 fastball, and you can get that over, you're going to get everybody.
Oh, yeah.
1 out for Tyler White.
For me, I keep my fingers crossed all the time for Carlos, because if he is throwing both of those for strikes, he's going to have a great night.
White at 222 takes a fastball for strike 1 and then looks at the umpire with a questionable look. Let's say that. Strike 1.
That looked like a high changeup that he got away with. 85.
He reminds me of Gaddis with his stance at home plate somewhat. Here's the 0-1. That's low. 1 ball, 1 striker off the plate away. 1-1.
Looking at White, I think that he idolizes Evan Gaddis. He's got the same beard, the same build, same stance.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The 1-1, that is strike 2. 1-2 now.
There's nothing wrong with that. It used to be fun where you'd have somebody you looked up to. You're like, man, I'm going to hit just like this guy, and it works for you.
I hope nobody did that with me, saying that he's going to hit like me.
Oh, I guarantee there was somebody that said, I'm going to pitch like you.
Here's the 1-2. A swing and a fly ball, dropping past right center field. Don comes Avi Garcia. I play that on a bounce. A little Gork hit to right field. The Astros have their second hit. It's a Tyler White single with 1 out here on the second.
Yeah, just fought a fastball off. Nice job.
There's Max Stassi, the catcher. 255 with 7 homers and 22 runs batted in. Quiet behind home plate. That's what he is. He doesn't move a lot. But then again, pitchers seem to know exactly where they want to throw it for the Houston Astros as that one sails down and away at ball 1. Two hits for the Astros. We played 2 into the second inning with 1 out. From the set, Rodon checks the lead over at first, and this pitch off the end of the bat foul, 1-1.
A good two-seam fastball, 92 miles an hour on the outside corner, and you kind of see that Stassi was saying, hey, look, I got to be ready to hit this guy, catch up to that heater.
I'll look at first, the 1-1, and that's fouled by the play to the right. To count 1-2 now. I'm looking at Stassi's numbers in his bio exactly. He's from Yuba City, California. Acquired from Oakland along with Chris Carter, right-hand pitcher Brad Peacock in exchange for Jed Lowry, the infielder, and Fernando Rodriguez.
Lowry's killing it for the A's.
That pitch in the dirt smothered by Narvaez, and the count evens at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, Jed Lowry's at the top of the league, not leading the league, but one of the top 4, I believe, in runs batted in this year.
He plays second, now he's playing third.
Whatever they need,
yeah.
Yes.
Two balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, runner at first in the 2-2. A swing and a miss, he's out on strikes.
There's the put-away slider.
That's the second strikeout for Rodon. Both of them coming in this inning. He's got Riddick to lead it off. Sandwiched between that white little flare to right field for a hit.
Hey, your 2018 Chicago White Sox are presented by Guaranteed Rate, your trusted teammate throughout the mortgage process. Experience the difference today at rate.com.
There's center fielder Jake Marisnik, 188. That's what he's batting. 7 home runs, though, and 19 runs batted in. So when he hits him out. That was a swing and a miss, strike one.
Yeah, those numbers are no good. I mean, 188, obviously, it's not something you're going to be proud of. Obviously, you want to be a better hitter. I remember if you were hitting 188, especially if you weren't a big home run hitter, you weren't in the big leagues.
No, you weren't there long, that's for sure. In his last 18 games, he's hitting at a 323 average. This one's line drive to center, and that's dropping fast. Here comes Leury Garcia. That's on a bounce. That's a base hit. They're 2 out now with 2 outs, just like they were in the first inning. They didn't score.
And I was coming up through the minor leagues to the big leagues. There was always this level you did not want to hit at, and that was the Mendoza line.
Yeah. We found out that Mendoza was better than that, didn't we?
When Mario Mendoza right now is saying, what was so bad with my batting average? I hit 210.
Exactly.
I mean, the 200 batting average is what we used to talk about. Don't want to be hitting around the Mendoza line because that's what Mario was known for. But the truth be told, he was actually a pretty darn good hitter overall. And 200 in today's standards, he'd be an everyday player.
He could play shortstop also.
Yes, he could.
So here at the top of the lineup is the ever dangerous George Springer with 2 on and 2 outs. That pitch is knee high, strike one. If you're going to get out of an inning, you have to throw strikes. And he charges the strike zone right there, did Carlos Rodon.
Well, a couple of jam shot base hits, and that'll stress you out, that's for sure.
Well, look at second, a long one now, the 0-1 to George Springer, swinging a pop-up by the Astro dugout there along the first base line. That's out of play. And now he works in front of Springer, does Rodon at 0-2. And
that was a 95-mile-an-hour fastball right on his hands. Another jam shot.
The backdrop is the Houston Astros insignia, basically. They have the star there with the H in the center of it. And when you look at that, that's on the front of their baseball cap and also on their helmets. Rodon, mindful of what's going on. The 0-2 pitch, slider in. He took that 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's a great take.
I don't know how you lay off that one.
And it's there with less velocity, too, partner.
Well, that was 88-mile-an-hour slider.
Yeah.
I mean, he might have been guessing because that looked like a fastball from the minute it left his hand right there. But he must have said, I'm making him get it up, and he just laid off of it because it was down.
1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 to Springer struck him out. Now just fouled it off, and Narvaez couldn't hold on to it. There's no skill involved there.
Well, I like
still
it
at 1 or 2
because he did the same thing Verlander had tried to do to Polka. Is he said, oh, you laid off of it once, but can you lay off of it twice? He threw him the slider down and then again, and that time he swung at it.
Yes, he did. Figured he was getting that room service fastball.
That's it.
Hitters, they don't guess. They look for a pitch. That's the difference. They look for the pitch. They're not up there guessing. Because if you guess, you're going to look at it and say, okay, here it comes. When you're looking for it, you try to get exactly what you're looking for. The 1-2 again to Springer. Here it is. That's upstairs. 2-2. That had velocity. 2 outs. Runners at first and second. No score. Second inning here in Houston. First to 4.
Yeah, that's as far as you want to go. You don't want to go to 3-2. Get these runners off with the pitch.
Two balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2. Check swing. He protected home plate. That might have been strike 3 on the inside half.
A good slider again, and he just reacted and was fooled on the pitch completely. Bent over at the waist, had the knob of the bat going toward the mound. His bat just kind of got out to the plate, check swinging, and it hit his bat. And he's thankful because he probably would have been rung up.
Talk about this ballpark and then go back to 05 and winning here the World Series. The Astros were actually in the National League then, and we swept them. Every game was 1 run. The next one, the Springer struck him out with a fastball right down the middle. Rodon struck out the side, sandwiched between 2 hits, and they prepare for the second consecutive inning. We're on to the third. White Sox and Astros, no score here in Houston.
People looking for landscape supplies or decorative stone, call Clark Natural Stone, a locally owned company specializing in bulk or palletized natural stone and pavers, patio stone, and retaining wall blocks. Clark Natural Stone can load your pickup or trailer on site or provide quick and dependable delivery to your job location. Call for information 997-3889. Clark Natural Stone or visit them on the web at clarknaturalstone.com.
4 miles east of Marion at the corner of Route 13 and 166.
IBEW Local 702, an International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, has more than 4,500 members. Working men and women in hard hats, steel-toed boots, and leather gloves scattered throughout the heartland, making a living while making the heartland a better place to live. IBEW Local 702 represents construction workers, tree trimmers, broadcast engineering, telephone company, and power utility personnel. IBEW Local 702 with offices in West Frankfort.
Announcing another Best One Tire and Service Mastercraft exclusive. Available for a limited time from Best One Tire and Service. Receive up to a $60 Visa prepaid card by mail when you purchase a set of 4 new select Mastercraft tires. That's right. Get up to a $60 Visa prepaid card by mail when you purchase a set of 4 new select Mastercraft tires. And we make life easier for you with free shuttle, pickup and delivery, preferred customer benefits, and more. Best One.
Third inning for the White Sox. After Narvaez, then Lurie Garcia and Tim Anderson, the bottom 3 for skipper Richie Renteria. All White Sox triples are sponsored by Majestic Star Casino. 1 location, 2 casinos. Verlander's first one, strike 1. If he believes strike 1 is the most important